Okay, so let's talk about kind of what led up to this whole situation in terms of the fight and the stabbing and everything else like that. How did you guys know each other before? You know, you talked about you knew each other since juvenile, but leading up to the months before the actual incident, how are you guys interacting with each other, if at all?
He had a girl, a lady, she's a lady now, that he was messing with, living with in the Magnolia Project. Mm-hmm. So he's born and raised in the Melph. We beefing with the Melph, but he's sleeping in the Magnolia. So we see each other all the time. And like I said, we come from juvenile together, fighting and beefing with the downtown at the night war. So it was always like, what up? But we always kept an eye on him because we knew he was out there at Melph. And we knew he was a killer. So it was always good. And to be honest with you, for years, I've had some unanswered questions. Questions I always wanted to ask him, like certain stuff that they knew. And I was like, how you know this? How y'all was able to do this? How y'all was able to do that? I don't know if he'll be open to tell me that, but just for the record, I don't live that life no more. I don't have no problems, no beef towards you. Matter of fact, welcome home.
I appreciate you, my brother.
Love it.
Appreciate you.
But it just, and another thing, once y'all hear this story, honestly, I feel like I lost the war in this one. I ain't never get my lick back. Because I could have lost my life. It hit me right here.
Yeah. We'll get into all that.
But, it was all right. It was cool. We never had no problems leading to that. So that's why a lot of people were shocked when we started clashing.
All right. So, Lil Diesel, leading up to the situation, what was your interactions with Terrance and what was the whole situation?
Well, I was always cool with them. But when they gunned my friend down, and I seen him on that ground, and they went to saying that anybody out the Affirming project they catch, they gonna do this and do that to him, I declared war. Because I know they was killers, and if they catch you, they was gonna do you in.
Okay, so who got gunned down?
Big Burger.
Okay, you know who that is?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, was his guy one of the people that you admitted to when you actually cooperated?
Well, actually, it was people down in my project that did that, but I was actually in jail when that happened, so we can talk about it.
Okay, so you weren't involved in that at all?
No.
But you knew the people that did?
Yeah.
Okay, but you blame Terrance for the situation in a way?
Yeah, because he was like the leader of the crew.
Aha. Okay, so Terrance, you told me there was a situation, I guess there was a rumor that your guy, Killer Stone's brother, Disco, had a situation with Diesel?
Well, what it was, like this block right here, and it's dark on this block. Right here is the corner where the club at. Crawford and Club is a funeral home. So we parked down here on this corner. Like, bro, you think it's safe for us to park here and walk a block to the club? So this was like, man, we ain't tripping. Like, all right, well, we ain't gonna trip. So we go to the club. We out, we park, we having a good time. Disco decides to walk back to the car by himself. His brother Killer Stone was coming around the corner, and then we just heard shots, blah, 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 blah. It sounded like a Mac 11. Him and I was the main two in our city it's other people, but we was the main two known to carry these Mac 11s. We used to just love those guns. So, and it sounded like the Mac 11.
Okay, now there was a rumor over a situation with a friend of yours, Killer Stone's brother, Disco, and you felt that Diesel had something to do with that. Mm-hmm. Tell me about that.
We went to this club called 2001. It was on Dry and I think St. Andrews. It was across the street from the funeral home. We parked a block away from there, and it was dark on that street. So we having a good time in the club. It's not too far from the Melph project. Killer Stone, little brother Disco, decided to walk back to his car, I guess to go get the car. I don't know what he wants to go and do. But we heard some shots. As we hitting the shots, he take out running, and his brother Killer Stones would have him turn the corner through the door before and let him jump in the SUV he was in, and he got away, but he got hit up. So we hear these Macs, it sounded like a Mac 11. And him and I was known for toting Mac 11s. A female told us, oh, that was Lil Diesel and Cornell. That's all we wanted to hear. We didn't want to go ask no questions or nothing. And what made me believe that it was him, because of what happened to his people, Burger, in our project, and then all of a sudden, we ain't see him back there no more. So I was like, yeah, he did that.
Okay, can you talk about that, Diesel? Can you talk about that situation, Diesel?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I was living back there, and I actually seen my friend on the ground. They slaughtered him. They dismantled him, and he didn't have anything to do with it. They was already beefing with the Melph, but he didn't have anything to do with it. I didn't have anything to do with it. So when they killed him, like I said, they was gonna catch anybody and kill him, and you had to be ready, because they didn't play. They was bullies.
Okay, so the situation with Disco, were you at all involved in that?
No, these females sub me around the club. That's all they just seen me around the club that night.
Aha.
They didn't see me shoot him or nothing. They just seen me around there.